In this video, you're going to build VennLit, which is a Streamlit app that allows you to generate Venn diagram in Python. And so without further ado, let's dive in. So this is the Streamlit app that we're building today, and it is based on Streamlit, matplotlib, matplotlib-venn, library, and also pandas. And so what we'll be able to do here is provided with some data on two lists or sets of data that you want to compare. And then you'll be able to automatically quickly generate this Venn diagram. And if you want to compare three lists, you could also do it as well. And so you get this. So these are pre-populated example data just to get you started and see how this app is like. And let's have a look at some of the common elements that we have for all of the three lists, A, B, C here. If we click on it, we'll be able to see that there are 4, which is right here at the middle. And then which elements are there? Most 0 to 2, 21, 23, and 20. So these are the 4 elements. And if you want to see between the list A and C, which is the first and third list, it's right here. You'll be able to see here that there's 3 elements and the elements are shown here. So this is super convenient for finding common elements as well as the unique ones that are unique to list 1, which is the 10 elements that are shown here. If you click on it, you'll be able to see the 10 unique elements to list 1 and 2 and 3 right here as well. So this is super helpful. And for those of you who are comparing multiple lists, this is a perfect one for you. For example, if you are a researcher and you want to compare, like 2 or 3 populations, and then you want to see the similarities or the differences between the lists there, you could easily do it here, right? So you don't have to spend a lot of time manually coding out your own workflow. You could just leverage this, and it's super helpful for those who are non-technical and no need to implement this themselves. So you could share it with a colleague and they could simply plug in their data and they'll be having this chart in no time. And super cool thing is you could also clear the data as well. And then you'll start from scratch and then you could enter your own data. All right, so let's have a look at the code and how you could generate this for your own use case. So let me minimize this a little bit. Let's have it half screen. And so this is the repo for VennLit, and the link to the Streamlit app is right here. And so links to both of these resources will be provided in the video description. So let's have a look at the libraries that we're going to be using, which is stored in the requirements.txt file. We are using 4 libraries: Streamlit, matplotlib, matplotlib-venn, and pandas. Now let's have a look at the code. So here we have 243 lines of code, and the data that we'll be reading from is provided in another subfolder called data, which are the data for list A, B, C, which are the examples that you saw earlier on when I hit on load data. So they're the data for here, list 1, 2, and 3. And if we go back, you'll be able to see it in this folder, data folder, and then we have list A, B, C. And they're just a list of numbers that you could, paste it in here, enter it manually as well. Let's go back to the code. And so let's have a quick walkthrough here. So in the first 4 lines, we're essentially importing the libraries that we're using here. Streamlit is used as the web framework, matplotlib for the chart or visualization creation. We're using the matplotlib-venn library, which is a third-party library that allows you to generate the Venn diagram with the 2 lists or 3 lists comparison. And then pandas will be used for the data loading and wrangling. So lines 6 through 22, we're creating a custom helper function for loading in the sample data, which is essentially reading from the 3 text files. And then we're creating a dictionary for the 3 lists as shown here. And we're just catching the error if it occurs. And then we're loading in the sample data into the sample data variable, which we'll be using in a short moment. We also have a function for cleaning up the text. For example, if you have like quotations in here, it will be removed during the loading in, right? If you have like a comma separated value, so this function will be cleaning up the data that are provided here. And we're just gonna initialize the session state variables for the text boxes here, which is helpful when we want to, like load in the data and we want to clear the data. That is made possible through the session state variables. Line 47, we have the header, or we could actually use st.title as well for the app title here. We're using the warning function to generate this yellow information box. And we're pretty much giving some information about this app, like that is allowing the creation of Venn diagrams. We're using the sidebar here for the various input widgets. So you could select whether to create 2 lists or 3 lists Venn diagram, and also to load in the sample data, which are provided in the first and second columns. Right. So if we're loading in the data, we're going to put in the data into the session state variable called list1 content, or list2 content, or list3 content. And if we click on the button, we're going to just essentially wiping out the data in the 3 session state variables. And if we click on 2 lists, it's going to follow this conditional from lines 82 until line 145. And if we click on 3 lists, it will do the blobs from 147 until 231. No, actually, until the end, 243. Okay, so this is a fairly simple logic for the code. And yeah, if you select 2 lists, then we're going to run the following here. And start with that. When we select 2 lists, we're essentially, printing out the input subheader here, and then we're going to create 2 columns for the 2 lists, column 1 and column 2, and then we're using st.text area to accept the user input. And if we want to put in the populated data, it will be made possible through the session state variables for list 1 and list 2. And then we also have, like the default names for the name text box here. And after that, we're going to create the Venn diagram plot as shown here using the Venn library as mentioned already. And then, so this is the plot creation. And then we also have the data underneath it. So let's load in some data. And so all of the buttons here are made possible through all of the computations that will be discussed right here. So essentially list info is here, and then we're going to find, like the common elements between list 1 and 2 using the intersection method. And then we're assigning that to the common elements variable. And then we're going to determine the length of the common elements, just kind of like how many elements are there. And so that's the size. So yeah, that's the size right here, size of 7, because there are 7 elements here. And so we're just printing out the size and the elements name right there. And yeah, we're doing exactly the same thing for the other list, right? And finally, we have the download section here, download data. And then this will essentially be a helper function to allow us to download list 1, 2, or the common elements, which are displayed above it. So we'll be able to download the 3 as a CSV data. And so the same logic will apply when we have 3 lists. So right there, we have 3 lists. So same logic applies. And we're just iterating that for the 3 lists. And we have the similar results as shown here. And we're able to download the data, right? Very convenient, very fast. And yeah, feel free to modify this to your own use case. And if you're enjoying this, give us a smash of the like button, subscribe to the channel, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. And so let me know in the comment section what other videos that you'd like me to make, and happy Streamliting.